Sorry, Mike. This is my devil brother. I'm telling you, he speaks way good Luciferian, man. Put me right down sometimes. Gotta be careful with this cowboy. Coming out with his thesis in here for the book works of the Grimoras and the other book tomes inside what it is and studying that practice. I mean, did you or did I? And he's already got to jump on us both. We're in black hole, brother. What do we do? Watching Splitwood. Get notes. Alright. Well, glad we have that established. This is good. This is straight up like the Forge guy's numbers coming in here. The devil, right? Making a Damascus. Some secret technology. But in 21, you hear him talk about it a while ago. It's like, what is Damascus? This is a magic. Now, there are some of it. The Chinese sword that they got over there is pretty damn handy. I imagine it's like gold or something like that laid in with a copper Damascus kind of game. Now, for us, that's blink. Like, we couldn't do it any other way, really, honestly. And you'd be stupid-ass monkey if you couldn't. Damascus, that is Damascus. I've watched enough of it. This is magic. And in the same way. All parts there, salty rabbit stew. We are good to go. Well, the older chemistry forgets that. Well, the fancy sparkety magic, useful for lots of things in hand. Meanwhile, your one trick you do for it, but the 42, 10 times you bring it to the table, and it's just more flammable liquid, and you put it in there, and then the enrichment of the system right there to the tinder bundle goes off, and now you could fireball or just a flintlock here, flint and match, or flint and steel. You make that happen. This is rock, obsidian, right? You know, metal detectors don't work for obsidian. I think it's obsidian. Flint. No, you need flint for. Flint would definitely go off on the metal detector, I do believe. But at any rate, a cutting tool is a cutting tool. And sometimes you're just using a copper piece with diamond in the hole to carve a stone, or but this is traditional. This is like Solomon's seal right here for the Dakota hole methodology. And in his troop, you know, you'd expect this to be the first one. Numbers of the photons, which spell we just hit here in Esoterica from talking about Solomon's set and doing it as you do. I'm going to stay with it for a little while. Oh yeah, that. Definitely. I'm getting it. Hopefully he's talking about him. It'd be great. Hear him. Okay. I'm glad we did that though. That was the path.
Hi everybody. So this episode is going to be a little different than typical Esoterica episodes because we're kind of celebrating reaching 100,000 subscribers.
Yeet.
So one of the things that I've promised on the channel a few times is that we would do a shelf
General,
tour.
do you have 100,000
Now,
subscribers?
I didn't know what
On
shelf
YouTube?
tours were
I bet you'd give me some
people
stuff.
started requesting them, so I looked it up, and now I kind of have an idea. Why they're popular is a little bit beyond me, but we're going to do one. So,
Maybe.
what I want to do is take you around my home and show you some of the books that I have on my shelf. Because as you probably
I'd love
imagine,
mathematicians,
Esoterica,
chemists, or anybody else to do what this
type
man's about to do
content that
right
I
here.
produce requires some pretty weird books.
What do you mean? Well, it gives me the mountain.
Not the kind of
It
books
gives
you
me.
can stroll
I have
into
to.
a Barnes and Noble or a
The reality of
bookstore and
what I
pick up.
could
In fact,
do would have been
local
this line.
libraries don't even have this
Esoterically
book. So
speaking. Beta U,
this
beta
somewhat
B.
precipitates me having to buy
I
a
can
lot of
condense
books.
that right
Part of the
now
reason why I'm
with
so
some
thankful
42
for
id
the
stuff.
subscriber count and the folks that support the channel
But you'd
on
have to
Patreon. You'd be
understand,
surprised
if
about
you wanted to be a
how
monk
much
in
money
the house,
I have to throw at books
there
to
would
make
be,
content.
even him
so what I
adjusting,
want to do
but
is
there's
kind of
realistically just, I'm
walk
going to dry up
around
all
with you,
the free
show
time
you
that
some of
I
the
had
books
in life,
on
or
my
any mistake
shelf,
variables.
and,
I
talk
read the
about
book, I
maybe some of
like
the
it. There
more
was some heat
interesting
points
ones,
on things I didn't
and,
like.
maybe
Fix
you
them
make
up
fun
right
of me
here
for
for you.
some of the more silly ones that I have.
And then
know.
that's this book.
But
I wish I knew it then when I was on this line.
let's walk around. Let's start actually here on the first floor of the house. Let's start with our Sfarim. That is to say, our sacred Jewish texts.
So I
As you
can do
might
all
imagine,
this.
I have a good
No,
bit
I
of
got
Kabbalah.
the learning curve for this.
So
one.
let's go take a look at some books in Hebrew, some Sfarim, some holy books. All right, folks. So start down here with some. Most of these books over here are technical books on Jewish law. So starting here with the left, we have the Mishnah, and then the Sansino Babylonian Talmud, along with a few Shofar.
He has bull horns up there.
Also,
probably put down a few. Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
Menorasaurus. So going down, we have some volumes here of more Talmud, all right, and some Mezuzot.
Talmud,
There is a prayer book here. We have the Jastrow Classic Dictionary of the Talmud and the Targum. This is invaluable if you're going to be doing Talmud study.
Regionally, yeah.
Cool book on Jewish monsters. We have a cool book here. This is a copy of Mordecai Kaplan, who is the rabbi that I follow, actually.
I know they looked
and
at
what's
it.
cool
we
about
looked
this
at
copy
it, probably
of
because culturally
Mordecai
that
Kaplan
area looked
actually
at it.
is that it is actually signed by Rabbi Kaplan of blessed memory.
Not this one or this other one. This one, out of all those things, when I've walked out and tracked rabbits, they talk that language.
What else do we have? We have some more volumes of
Code
the
Will,
Talmud, some other random books here.
the monster.
The Robert Alter translation of the Book of Psalms. More Talmud, because the Talmud never ends. I'm not kidding, it really never ends. So more Talmud, some more dictionaries, a Book of Levinas.
A few. Chemistry, engineering, military joint chief staff.
So you want to do some praying. Down here, more books
Disquantifies.
on
I wouldn't
Judaism,
want him to do that version,
texts.
but when you condense it all to one.
Not terribly interesting from the esoterica perspective.
Esoterica is a
over
great
here,
term
this
to be able
is
to
Shulchan
apply.
Aruch.
Just write up the
So
name
these
of
are
the
all
book.
texts of Jewish
Esoterica.
law. This is Mishnah Torah
The
by
key on
Maimonides.
this, you could say some of these things are the same. Cross
This is
multiply
very
some of the
controversial. This thing was
equations.
actually
There are going to be some
banned
standout
early on,
bisectors
and
that
then,
look like some seals
and then actually burned at one
do
point.
stuff.
So a very
Culturally,
controversial text
for
by
hand rule,
Maimonides.
there's a lot that's already
Some
built
more text
for
here
the multi-matrix in that
the
set.
Mishnah Torah,
Game
some
roll
more
for
text
stamina.
on halakha,
D&D, I'd
Jewish
love to see
law.
it in here.
So a lot of text here on
The whole
Jewish
library,
law.
right? Esoterics.
This is mostly prayer books, as you can see. So Sidurim and
Bill Gates, you
Machzorim.
said him up.
So
Red
prayer
Mortar.
books for the holidays and prayer books for
a
high
little
holidays,
bit longer.
just regular days. Down here,
What would I do?
some
I'd
more books
kick you in the
of
chest about not knowing
Agadah,
mill numbers. I don't care
Midrash,
what religion you are.
some stuff
That's
by
the electron. Figure
by
it out.
Steinsaltz.